Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a video about the whole Kyle Rittenhouse being acquitted of all 5 charges. I think it was 5 charges that he was charged with, which of course is a bunch of BS, okay? Okay, again, another perfect example of white privilege. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? He had an AR-15 that he wasn't licensed to have, okay? He's underage, so he shouldn't have had the gun. He had a friend that was overage buy it for him and give it to him. Okay, so he should have been convicted on that alone. And I don't give a crap about how crappy those Wisconsin laws is. I don't want to hear that crap saying, oh well, there's some loophole in the law that makes him. I said, spare me the BS. Okay, he should have been convicted on that charge alone. Okay, and then he killed 2 people. Okay, and shot a third. So please, he went across state line. He didn't live in that town, and he went to that place. His mommy dropped him off in that town. And he went there pretending to wanting to play cop, okay, and yeah, and he killed 2 people, and he got away with it, okay. So please, and you can't tell me that any person of color would have got away with that crap. There's no way in the world, okay, a black person would have ever got away with that, okay. That was just beyond. That's the perfect example, the height of white privilege, okay. Get out of here. You think those white people on that jury would have let a black guy go if he did the same thing? Hell no. They would have convicted him in a heartbeat. In fact, they probably would have cut the guy a deal. They would have probably told me, I'll give you 30 years or 30 or 50 years of life and with a possibility of parole or something like that to get him to cut a deal. There probably wouldn't even have been a trial. Spare me the BS with this Kyle Rittenhouse crap. And these right-wing idiots want to champion him as a justice, saying this is a victory against wokeness because there were white people that he killed that were protesting. Okay, spare me the BS. Okay, and I'm beyond sick to death of these white people with their whining about wokeness and CRT and all this. Just shut up. I'm just beyond done, and it just makes me absolutely sick the way this country's going to hell in a handbasket. Okay, and it's not because of Joe Biden. Okay, it's because these right-wing morons. Okay, who really need to be put in their place. They're a bunch of they're actually contributing to the deterioration of this country. Okay, and it's getting to the point where I definitely want to leave this country. It is getting to that point with me. It's just beyond stupid. Okay, this guy killed 2 people, shot a third. Okay, had a gun that he wasn't supposed to have, and he gets acquitted of all charges. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, I want to check the IQs of all those people on that jury. Okay, are you freaking kidding me? You're not convicted of anything. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't give a crap what reasoning they could come up with. Okay, he was guilty. Okay, and he should have been sent to jail. Okay, if you don't want to charge him with murder, okay, first degree murder, I understand that. Maybe manslaughter because supposedly he was defending himself, even though he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place with a gun. He had no reason to be in there. Okay, and the cops that gave him water and watched him walk around with an AR-15, okay, they should be fired and locked up too. Exactly. He's running around with a gun that he has no license for, but yet they're giving him water. Are you freaking kidding me? Spare me the BS. That's why people say this system is just so screwed up. A system of justice is so screwed up because the law is not applied equally. That's exactly the reason. Okay, this guy should be locked up beyond. He should be under the jail. Are you freaking kidding me? Telling me this guy's they acquit him of all the charges? Are you freaking kidding me? I feel so bad for the family members of those people that died and the guy that got wounded. Okay, because this idiot, there's no justice for them, for this idiot, okay, trying to take the law into his hand and play wannabe cop, okay? I'm just beyond disgusted with it. And again, this is a perfect example of white privilege because that never would have happened with a person of color. That never would have happened. They would have been convicted in a heartbeat. Trust me, that verdict would have been so fast, they would have probably went to lunch and came back and convicted him. There's no way in the world they would ever let that happen to a black person. So spare me the BS with Kyle Rittenhouse, please. He's no hero. He's a criminal, okay? And hopefully karma will catch up to him, okay? Hopefully karma will, okay? If there's any true justice in this world, karma will catch up to him, okay? But that's all I got to say about this moron. And speaking of morons, there was another case that I heard about, speaking of miscarriages of justice and white privilege, that there was a guy that I think he got charged with a bunch of rapes. He's a rich kid and had a bunch of parties and stuff, and his parents helped facilitate these parties and stuff, getting him marijuana and liquor and stuff, and he supposedly raped a bunch of women, and the judge, instead of convicting him to sending him to jail, he gave him 8 years probation. Are you freaking kidding me? Said he had to pray on it and saying that, oh, the 8 years that this guy's going to be a registered offender is going to follow him for the rest of his life. Are you freaking kidding me? He's a rich person. You think that's going to actually really, truly follow him the rest of his life? What a joke. That judge needs to be disbarred and thrown in jail, too. And check to see if he accepted a bribe for those parents. I have no faith in that justice system. Did you let a guy that committed all those rapes, okay, give him 8 years probation? Are you freaking kidding me? Please, again, and that's exactly why judges should have term limits. Judges' appointments should not be lifetime appointments. They should be up to a certain age, and then you got to retire, because you got all the. Look at that judge on the Kyle Rittenhouse case. This guy was, instead of the case is about. This is supposed to be about the case, not about you, okay? And of course, he was playing to the cameras. Spare me the BS. I'm beyond done with this. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think of this whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing and being acquitted of all 5 charges. I think it's a complete joke and a perfect example of white privilege, because that never would have happened. I don't care what anybody says. That never would have happened to a black person if he had did the same thing he did. Okay. In fact, if he'd have been walking around with an AR-15, the cops would have probably stopped him or shot him on sight. Get the fuck, please, spare me the BS out of here with this white privilege crap. Him walking around with an AR-15 that he's not even legally, and he can't even buy it because he was underage, and he's walking around with it in a town that he doesn't even live in, okay? And the cops are giving him water like he's please. I'm beyond disgusted with this criminal system. It really makes me want to leave this country with a bunch of BS we have to put up with. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below and let me know what you think. I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my main channel, Trepacer. Check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my patron. And I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere. I want to say thank you to him for supporting me. And again, my patron's only $5 a month. Tons of unedited content on there. A bunch of TV show reactions on there. From Superman and Lois, The Flash Season 8, I'm going to have on there. What If, Loki, WandaVision, The Mandalorian Season 2, The Boys Season 2. I got Stargirl Season 1, Stargirl Season 2. I have, what else on there? I got Superman, Lois, Doom Patrol Season 3 is on there as well. And I'm going to also start probably doing movies next month. So follow link to the Patreon below and support me. And again, give this video a thumbs up, please. It helps the channel. And hit the join button down below if you like the content you receive on this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.